Oh, there's smoothies. I hope you are all being smooth. I am the Iron Smoothie, and today we're going to be playing, or you'll probably be seeing some Team Fortress 2. I decided we're going to talk about first-person shooter genre in general. So, where to start except Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress 2 is easily my favorite first-person shooter. I love it to death because of three main reasons. Free to play. Anyone can play it. You can just download it, play it anytime, all for free. You don't even have to worry about it. Like, and if you want to pay for it, like, you can buy something on the Amigo store, and that's it. Which I think it's an amazing plan. I mean, it's just great. And second reason, it's innovative. There's a lot of interesting weapons and classes and subclasses of the class. There's subclasses of the classes, like the Demo Man has the Demo Knight, or the Spy has the Battle Spy, which is just the spy just carrying around the revolver and nothing else, or the Diamondback, or something to make the Spy more offensive than just stealthy, or the Battle Medic, or the Horn Soldier. All these different subclasses, it's very innovative in how the community can change it. My third favorite reason is all the customizables. I mean, some people I know hate all the customizables of TF2, but I like it because you can have your own demo man that is your personal demo man that only like 2 other people in the world are going to have. And that's amazing. So I think that that's a great way to set up any game, that you are your own person. So that's very cool. And I'm going back to number 2, the innovativeness. There's all these different weapons, such as, like, the Demo Knight. Which, let's just talk about the Demo Knight for a second. The Demo Man has always been a through and through just explosives expert, alright? But with the Demo Knight, he becomes this melee-wielding, sword-daunting man who just hunts down everyone in the world and doesn't let them have even 2 minutes to themselves. It's absolutely beautiful. So that's Team Fortress 2, and I personally love it. It's my favorite first-person shooter, as I've said, and I will probably make many videos of it. I want more of it. I want there to be more to this game, more than there already is. So, it's beautiful. So now let's talk about the ever-famous, I don't think it should be famous, but the ever-famous Call of Duty. And Call of Duty is one of the original first-person shooters that got people's attention. As a matter of fact, I think it was one of the first first-person shooter games. And Call of Duty has been made by multiple different designers and people, but here's the problem. Most people only like one of the designers, Treyarch. So if 1/3 of your makers are only liked, it's a bit sad that only 1/3 of your games are very popular. I'm certain I'm going to get probably a lot of hate for all this COD talk I'm going off of, but I'm just saying what I've heard. Nope. But let's talk about the 3 things that I know about it. 1, it has a very, very large amount of people who play it. So you'll never, ever go onto an empty server if you're just looking for a server. And that's good. You should always have servers that are open. 2nd, there are a lot of weapons. A lot of weapons, and a lot of stats, and many things that can change your character to make your character better. So, and a third thing might just be that... Oh dear. The third thing might just be that it's known by everyone. Everyone knows about Call of Duty. There's not a single person who probably has never heard of Call of Duty. So it has great advertising or propaganda. So it's just something to think about, that even though people might not like it, they know about it. They know about the game. And that there is they've already given the other people marketing. Because they've probably played one of the games, and they've probably told other people about the games. So, let's go on to another one that I can think of at the moment, and this might be the last one I can think of, is Battlefield. Battlefield is almost the exact same thing as Call of Duty, except with vehicles. And that's pretty cool. You get vehicles and helicopters and planes, but one of the major complaints about it is how broken it is. Like, I have heard so many things about the glitchiness of Battlefield. It's just hilarious. Especially the newest one they've come out with, which is Battlefield 4. So, it's interesting how hilarious this is. I've even seen videos of some of these glitches, and my gosh, they are amazing. But let's go to the three things that are good about it. 1, vehicles. People like vehicles in war games. They find them to be great. 2, the glitches. The glitches are great. People enjoy the glitches, therefore they're more likely to play the game. There are people who will just play games to find glitches. And you don't have to look very hard for them in Battlefield. So if you enjoy glitches, play Battlefield. You're not going to have to look too hard. And glitches make you laugh at the game. A game doesn't have to be 100% serious, even though Battlefield is trying to be serious. But even because of this, they also have Easter eggs and many other things that make the game not as serious as it really is. And the fact that it's not a glitch, that you can jump out of a jet, and then while falling, because the jet falls faster than you do, you can jump back into that jet. That's amazing. That's hilarious and amazing. I love that. So, the last thing I can think of that's good about that game is the classes. They have classes. They're not really that different. I mean, they have different weapons, but classes, I mean, they've put them in. They are there. So they've tried. And, of course, the ability that you can destroy most of the map. Yep, cool. Breaking maps, fun. So, let's go to this might be the last one I can think of, as Halo. Halo counts, right? Yeah, Halo counts. Halo has a ginormous fan base because people readily enjoy Halo. It's a sci-fi shooter, and because there's so many people that enjoy sci-fi games, you can bet that Halo has a very wide fan base. As a matter of fact, it is the game that Call of Duty it's like the only game I think that Call of Duty would ever be afraid that might outbuy them. They have less games than Call of Duty, but each one of them I think has maybe more buys than any of the Call of Duty games, which is interesting to think of. They also, let's just go for 3 things. Thing number 1, sci-fi shooter. People like sci-fi things. It's a shooter version with lasers and aliens and clones. I don't know if they're clones. I think they're clones. I probably not. But all these cool things. And probably weapon choice again, because sci-fi weapons such as the plasma sword and stuff, that's unique. That is unique. Vehicles are there again, and not really something that's in a lot of shooter games is story. Call of Duty people, I know, are probably not going to be too pleased with me saying that, but Halo is a pretty interesting story within it, so... And a lot more people know of that lore more than the lore of what would be considered... How do I go about this? More of the lore than what would be considered Call of Duty lore, because the Call of Duty lore doesn't really tie together as much as the Halo lore does, because it's generally always different people. And they're not really trying to make a story as much as they're trying to make multiplayer. Now, Halo, don't get me wrong, has made a really good multiplayer, but they still work on the story, I think, more than the multiplayer, which is why a lot of people like it. So, continuing on, let's go on about... So, yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this episode. So, I hope you've enjoyed this play. It's probably not one of my best ones, because generally when I'm just recording random play for stuff that I've just been making commentary for, I generally don't use one of my best plays. Generally, I use live commentary with better plays. But I hope you've all enjoyed, and yeah, thanks for watching again. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want more of this kind of stuff, and write a comment if you don't want more of this stuff and just want to see me randomly do a bunch of dumb things in TF2 or any other games. And I promise I'll get back to Game Dev Tycoon, but I've just been wanting to, you know, show some of the other things that I can do, and I think that's all I've got to say. So thank you all for watching, and stay smooth. Bye-bye.